Hi, and welcome to the last day of our sneak peeks for the new catalog. Today we are going to look at a new suite that is offered. Let me get this over here so that you can see it. So this is called the Season of Elegance. It contains 2 bundles that are stamp and die, and then it also has this ribbon, that is the cherry cobbler in gold. It's very pretty. Just, cherry cobbler with gold on the edges, which is really nice. And then also it has these gold embellishments. Here they are. They're getting buried. I have too many things on my table. So it's these gold embellishments that are really pretty, and we're going to use these and the ribbon on our card that we're making today. And let me show you this paper, because this paper is gorgeous. So this is one of the specialty papers. So it is a little more expensive than the regular, but it just has all this gold embossing. So this one is old olive, and then the back is really pretty without the gold. And then, let's see if we can get to all these. Then we have one that is like a vanilla and beige with the vanilla and beige on the back. And then we have one that is really pretty. This one's probably my favorite, well, for right now. It's cherry cobbler with the cherry cobbler on the back. That's the one we're going to use today. And then we have this one that is more, I don't know, I think one of these might be old olive and the other one might be garden green, but they're both just really pretty. And then we have this one that is like a pretty peacock. I'm not sure how well you can see these colors on the video, but it's almost like a more blue than it is the greenish tones, but it's just really gorgeous. And then the last one is also another vanilla sheet that's really pretty with the gold. So let me show you the stamps and dies in this set, because they're really nice. So this is the stamp set that has all of the different sayings. See if I can adjust this light so you can see everything. So it has all the best, cheer all year, in your heart, Christmas, and I really like this Christmas font. It's really pretty. And the dies, which is really nice, also have the Christmas that is kind of the inner part of this, as well as the outside outlines. So you can stamp it and then cut out around it, or you can use this and put it in gold foil or whatever, and then that way you have that. So if you want to say Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, all of the above. And then there are just quite a few other sayings, wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits, thinking of you with warm feelings and a wish for all the merriest. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. Hoping this season is bright and beautiful, a season of wonder and happiness. Love from our home to yours, love from my home to yours. Peace and joy, wishing you and yours. Keep is love. Joy and love to you, and is in the air. So there's a lot of combinations that you can do with this. And then the dies have all of these different ones that go with this set. And one of the things that's nice is a lot of them have these little slits that you can run ribbon through. So they would be great for gift tags, as well as just, putting on either a scrapbook page or your cards or whatever you want to use. And then in that same suite, there is also this stamp set that is Peaceful Evergreen, and it just has a lot of really pretty trees, and it's also got this, to me it looks like wind blowing or something, as well as like a spackled pattern. I would imagine you could use this as stars. There's also this star, and the dies for this set, here you go, have all of these dies. So there's quite a few different things that you can use for this, which is really nice. And So there are a lot of possibilities with this. It's just really, really pretty. All right, so let's get started. Just to remind you, if you place an order this week and you use this host code, and it's an order by Friday night at midnight of $35 or more using this host code, I will send you a card kit to make all 5 of the cards that we have made this week, and that will include the ribbon. It will not include the embellishments, but if your order is $50 or more using that host code, I will send you an email and ask you which set of embellishments you would like, and I will include that with your card kit. So with that said, let's get started. Let me kind of make a little bit of room. I feel like we are running out here. So today we're going to start with a very vanilla card base. And then what I did is I took a piece of that cherry cobbler paper and I just cut that down. And so we are going to glue that onto our vanilla card base. This is just another example of some of the designer series paper is so beautiful. You don't really have to do a lot to it sometimes to just have a gorgeous card, because the paper is so pretty, you almost don't want to cover it up. All right, and then on our very vanilla piece of cardstock, we are going to use Old Olive ink, and we are going to stamp some of the trees. I'm putting a piece of scratch paper under here so that I don't get ink all over everything. All right, so we're going to ink up the larger tree first. And just make sure you can see this. We're just going to kind of put this down in the bottom edge. And I did let this hang off just a little bit, just so I could get more of the trees on here and not run out of space. But I didn't want to cover up any more of that designer series paper than I had to, because it's just so pretty. All right, and then we're going to do the smaller tree kind of next to it. And I overlapped it just a little. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take this cherry cobbler ribbon. Let me close this up so I don't have a green finger. And we are going to just tie a knot around this section of the vanilla cardstock. I like tying knots sometimes because then you can kind of reposition them and make sure they end up where you want them to end up. And I'll show you what I mean. So for example, with this one, if I can pull this through, here we go. There we go. Let me cut this. Like right now, it's kind of in the middle, and I want it a little bit off to the side. And so what I can do is once I have it on here, I can just kind of slide it over and slide it up or down, put it wherever I would like it. So that's kind of nice. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp our greeting. And so I am going to use, this is one of the die cuts that's in that die cutting set out of the labels. That's so pretty. And I'm going to use cherry cobbler ink. And I am going to stamp, whoops, joy and love to you. I was starting to add another word. And that cherry cobbler ink is always so pretty on very vanilla. Okay, so I also use that same die set, and I cut out one of the larger labels. And this one, actually, you can put ribbon on the sides of it. We are not going to run ribbon through this today, but I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal and just run a thin line kind of down the middle of this so that I could adhere this to the glitter. By the way, I need to show you this glitter paper because it's so pretty, and anytime we can add glitter to something, it just always makes it prettier. So this is called, I'm going to try not to shake the camera. This is called Festive Glimmer Paper, and it comes with cherry cobbler, and then there's the garden green, and then there's also a granny apple green sheet inside of here. It's just really pretty, and it just kind of adds a little bit more elegant touch. But here's the granny apple green. So now you can see the differences between the two different greens. So there are 2 of each of these colors in this package, and that's available beginning today as well, which is nice. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to use dimensionals and attach this to the center of our DSP. So it's kind of exciting that the catalog went live today so that we can now all order from it, which is always fun. I don't know about you, but you know, this is just such a fun time of year, and especially when we can see all of the new designs for the fall, Thanksgiving. You know, there's not a lot of Halloween stuff in the catalog, but there is the scrapbooking brochure that starts today, and there's a really cute Halloween set in it for scrapbooking pages if you're interested in that, as well as our online exclusives has a really cute set called Potions and Spells. And so if you're looking for something with more Halloween designs, you can also use that. So I'm also going to use dimensionals on this Joy and Love to You, because that is really pretty. And I'm going to put these dimensionals kind of in the middle, just to where they're not super close to the edge, because I know that this red glimmer paper, or cherry cobbler glimmer paper, kind of goes just a little bit past the edges of my my vanilla card base. So I want to make sure that I don't have those dimensionals to where they're going off. All right, and then we're just going to kind of reposition this a little bit. I'm actually going to use a glue dot and kind of tack down this cherry cobbler ribbon because it's a little more loose than what I usually like it to be. All right, there we go. And then this way, it won't really move a lot. All right, so then now that we have all of this, I'm going to make my ribbon go out at an angle a little more. I'll cut that off a little bit. There we go. Then we are going to decorate it with our embellishments, and these are called the gold textured adhesive back dots, but they're just really pretty. They're kind of see-through, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to take one of the larger ones and put it at the top of the large tree. Then we'll do a medium size one. It comes in 3 sizes. You have the large, the medium, and the small. And then I'm going to take some of the smaller ones and just kind of put them in a couple of places. Put one right there. And then you can always add more if you would like. But this is our card for today. And it's kind of simple, but it's just really pretty. I did not do anything on the inside, but you can pick one of those messages and put that on the inside or whatever you would like. But this is just kind of a pretty card where it showcases the paper. And let me show you all 5 of the cards. Let me get those for you. And here's the host code. Let's see. All right, so here's the one that we did today. And again, if you want to join my email list to get the recipe card, please go to inkycreationsbylinda.com. And the recipe card for this card that we made today will go out tomorrow morning to everyone on my email list. All right, and here are the other cards that we made this week. This is the one, whoops, I keep hitting this. This is the one that we did yesterday. And here's the other Christmas one that we did the day before. And then these are the 2 that we did the first 2 days using the More Than Autumn set and the Autumn Expressions. And this was Sentimental Christmas and this was Reindeer Fun. So, if any of these items are on your wish list for this week, you can order beginning today. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will be glad to get back to you. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.